Good morning. It's me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot, to bring you messages of direction toward our best and highest good using the energies of the daily moon cycle. This message is timeless, so energy is cyclical, and do trust that whenever you find this message, you are meant to. Thank you in advance for sharing your energy with me by subscribing to the channel so the messages align with you more energetically. If you do find anything contained in today's message that resonates with you, please do hit the like button to let me know or leave a comment. And you can learn more about me and the link to my homepage there, or to book a personal reading or create a birth chart for you. Good morning. Hi, I appreciate you too. Good morning to you. That is so sweet. Good morning, Miss Judy Jude. Okay, let's look at. I thought I had my camera here positioned where I wanted to. Okay, so what we're looking at is a lot of power today, overwhelmingly so. And it was like, well, somebody's feeling better. Okay, let's go with this. We do have our Emperor energy there, coming in for today's energetics. Aries energy, again, he's sitting here on Mars with his chess piece and is ready to make a move. And it feels like someone's ready to roll the dice regarding, we don't know what. I'm rolling the dice about what we shall see. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, guys. Thanks so much for coming in. Mark your calendar today. If you have time, we'd love to have you. I'm going to be joining Liz and Miss Peggy at 3 o'clock on Liz's channel, True to It. So if you can put the link in there, Liz, that will be great so that everybody can just copy paste and save it for later. That's going to be so much fun. So, what I got this morning here, we do have the energetics of 3 plus 28 plus 9 here, which totals 40. So, I believe the 40 card has either come up last night or somewhere, because I remember saying that new stability or foundation was protected by spirit here. And then 40 years ago, let me know what you were doing in 1985. What was all happening for you? I think that was the summer, let's see, leaving middle school. No, that was the eighth grade. So still in middle school, but it was a 5 year of change. So let me know if there is anything major happening for you there. And then with that Emperor energy, the sister card is this death and rebirth here, the 13 Scorpio energy. I love that there's, of course, the lemniscate in the center of that light seers energy. Now, so I came down this way, down through the chart. I came to do my energetics. I did note that this 28 is a 10 of the Wheel of Fortune, which is, I was seeing the spokes of a wheel turning with all these two fixed axes here. Something making it move, something making it turn. Okay, fixed energies. And then after I noted where all of our planets were located today, this is how you can use for your chart. What you're going to do is look for these particular degrees. It doesn't matter what planets they are, because in your own chart, whatever planet that is for you that's matching up or very, very close to these degrees is going to be energetically amplified. And then what I was also noticing here, I was like, we still have an awful lot in water trailed by this fire, but I was noticing we've got bowl energetics here. So even though there's more than 10 placements, the 10 that are most counted here are plotted out with the dots. So when I post my notes later, you can turn this in a way to wherever Aries is in your chart, right? So if Aries happens to be up here in the ninth house, you can take, a screenshot of that and kind of turn it to the 10th house or the ninth house. and then see where that trine of energy is flowing. Okay, so that's how you can use this to tell where all that energy is funneling towards, wherever this is sitting in your chart. Because with all this cluster here, we have 9 on the left half of the chart and only 1, which is Mars and Cancer, on the right side of the chart, if you're looking at left and right division. And what that means is we've got this 9-to-1 ratio. This is totally Beyonce vibes here when we see this in someone's personal birth chart. And then in addition to that, you can look at the axis from the 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock position and count the number of mages you have in your own chart to tell whether you tend to push more introverted or extroverted. We got a pretty even balance here. This is a 4-to-6 ratio here with a little push towards extroversion, just like getting ready to come out of the gate, though, kind of feeling. And what, even though this is not counted here, Black Moon Lilith, I'm feeling that energy really strongly because we just left Libra that was there for 9 months. And now Black Moon Lilith, the table flipper, the 180er, is entering a sign of transformation, of deep transformation, the house of secrets. So even though, again, like it's not one of the 10, when someone has a bowl in their chart, sometimes there's a major planetary on the opposite of that. So you'll see like a 1 dot, which makes it a handle on top of the bowl, turning the chart into a bucket, which means that all of the focus is going to be put where that handle is. So right now, I was like, this is why we're seeing so much balance coming up in the cards, or a need for balance, because we have all this energy over here, right? So what happens, there's a feeling that something's missing over here. So if this is your personal birth chart, no matter where that bowl is facing, the other half, that's kind of where we seek that balance. We can seek a partner or a situation that pulls heavily towards the opposite side so that we can feel more balanced. But I do feel like this is kind of a little handle up here. And when I looked it up, the last time that Black Moon Lilith was in the sign of Scorpio, let me know what was happening for you here, from May of 2016 to February of 2017. And what just happened to be happening during that time? Oh, just the largest single day demonstration in US history of a women's march. Just a little thing. So indeed, right? Cycles repeat. So this is like hella empowerment here. And I kept getting this all week long. Queen Irby's been heavy in my energy because she's just so empowered. She understands energy. She raps about it. She sings about it. She is like, she plays with the big boys, right? And she was not playing their Game Boy when she first came onto the music scene. She couldn't find anybody to produce her work because they kept trying to change her. That they were like, oh, you don't have any girls upstairs, you need to get implants, you need to do this, you need to do that. And she was like, screw you guys, I'm not doing any of that crap. And she produced everything by her damn self. So I love this energy. One of her very first songs, one of the few ones that I like, it's called Vitamins. It's just like a really empowering song. It came out in 2019, which is an energy of 12, the Hanged Man. It's like trying to flip. Again, she's the 180. She flips crap on its end and says, I don't think so. And so the lyrics just of the chorus, it's like, been focus of been, I put little asterisks here. I know we can handle curse words, we're adults, but you know, I put that there anyway. So been focused on my shiz, making moves in silence, working out, sleeping in, taking vitamins. Ooh, I've been waking up smiling. Bish, now they're calling me your highness. Ooh, okay. She just goes, I'm waking up smiling, working out, sleeping in, taking vitamins. So we're taking care of self here. And this could be the rebirth energy that we're feeling kind of laying low. She says, I aim high, but I swing low. I don't mess with chickens, only goats. The greatest of all time. Only the cream of the crop, right? So there's definitely, while we do technically have a bowl of energy with this Beyonce vibes, I feel like the handle and the carrier unofficially here is Black Moon Lilith and Scorpio. It's Queen Irby, but it's spelled with a V. So it's at bottom here, Qveen and Herby, like the love bug, but it's said with that like herbs, right? Okay. I thought that was hysterical. I'm like, no wonder. So this was like the last little bit of information I tried to cram in here today. In addition, I feel like why that like the laying low and then pop, and then it's going to come out is what the energetics are feeling like today. I try, if I were you, to try to end my workday a little bit early if possible, because even though it's only for 7 minutes, we do have the moon void, of course, conjoining or lining up at this exact degree, 29 degrees, 56 minutes, which again, we are hitting this last Sabian symbol lesson of the entire zodiacal wheel. So if we think about it, there's 30 lessons here. 30 lessons here. We've got 360 lessons of all the Sabian symbols. And this 30 Pisces is the very last one. Okay. We will never see 30 degrees on a birth chart. It'll say 0 degrees, right? But at 29 degrees, 56 minutes to look up the Sabian lesson, I use jamesburgess.com. I just find it the easiest to understand. And they include visuals as well, which of course I love. And these are almost 100 years old that they were divined. So, and we've seen them over and over and over again. That's why I take a picture of the cosmos and all the Sabian symbol cards so that you can use them to see where that information is going to be relatable for you. Okay. Okay. Well, she's a vegan and she's like, she really does take great care of herself. I mean, her body is amaze balls. And she's just very healthy and, she protects her energy. She also has a meditation that I love. Um, just barring the one last line, but she says it in an empowering way of you are that be like you are her, you are that powerful, and it's really really good. She talks about how energy works, how it flows, what interferes with that. And I think it's called, if anybody can tap it in the comments for me, it's called Good Morning. Good Morning by Queen Irby. Okay, just play it. You'll see what I mean. I just wanted to give you that little spoiler alert at the bottom. There is a curse word. So if you're sensitive to that, then I'm not sure why we'd be here, but my mouth be running on its own sometimes. All right. Especially when I get around you guys. You guys make me ornery sometimes, and that's all your fault. So let's see where we're going today. I want to know, someone's feeling better. What are we rolling the dice here about? What are we rolling the dice about? So kind of let's see what is happening here. We've still got Pisces energy with the moon in Pisces until that 4:29 p.m. this afternoon. So let's go ahead and use that deck a last time here. Oh, I see that little sneaky card trying to come in here. King of Pentacles, I'd say. Okay. On the vibe here, trying to sneak into my mermaid deck. All right. Bottom of the deck, 10 of cups. There it is, Queen of Swords. That's that lesson of discernment regarding who are the people in our neighborhood. The 10 of cups is everybody that we care about and then care about that cares about us. And often we do see the King and Queen of Pentacles in the 10 of Cups, right? The elders, the seniors of the energy. And here we have the Queen of Swords using discernment about love and ultimate happiness. 9 is wish fulfillment. Tens suggest that there are people in there with us. And this card always reminds me, I know it's kind of silly, but it reminds me of like a neighborhood progressive dinner. Do you guys remember those? So like one person would be, bringing the appetizer, and then you'd go to that, hosting the appetizer. So you'd have the appetizer at Peggy's house, let's say, and we'd have our drink there. Then we're going to move to Liz's house and we're going to go have a beautiful salad and another type of drink. And then we're going to go to Miss Kathy's house for our main, and then Judy Jude's gonna cover the dessert for us with dessert wine, of course. Do you guys remember those progressive dinners? So, anyway, that's the kind of energy I get there. Like, hey, you know what? I need to prioritize myself and make my damn self happy. Well, there it is. There's that judgment call. And we've got this Nautilus energy here. This is resurrection of old lessons, old people, not surprised during a double retrograde. And then on top of that, we have the moon void, of course, which is like a little blip of a retrograde energy. And even so, it's Friday. So if you can, try to wrap it up about 4 o'clock and go do something fun. Okay. Go show where you're putting your crown on here, your crown of truth. Making a judgment call about balance, like we saw in the chart. So where we're seeking, we're swimming up to the energy here that will help us feel more in balance, whether that is a situation or a person, possibly healing of some kind of relationship, especially with retrograde, reconcile, reconsider. Okay. The energy of those cups, that's what this judgment call feels like here. Is this relationship truly balanced? Do I still want it? Does what I want me? And yeah, there's the emotional fragmentation. Maybe some days you feel yes, some days you feel no. But High Priestess, like we talked about last night, this is kind of couldn't be an uncomfortable truth. And there is a call to definitely get into our scrying game here, our meditation game, listening for messages. And we have our starfish of regeneration, and also kind of this octopus cord here, being able to go with the flow and really seeing into the truth, and allowing our intuition to help us with any kind of fragmentation here. Okay. Geez, that is just on the on the surface level energy there. Cards before we're cutting and shuffling here on the split. Some kind of pearl. There's the pearls of wisdom for the Queen of Cups crown. And we have the Pentacles energy here. This treasure could have been a long time coming. They're sunking at the bottom of the ocean. It's still full. It's still full of booty. Is it too early? All right. Yeah, we've been seeing that energy too, that 5 of Cups. This and that are true. We can still have deep, deep love for a situation or person. but recognize that just two different species, sometimes things just don't line up that way. So maybe we're feeling that imbalance, and just feel it's a feeling of something missing. So we seek that balance of the Two of Cups. I think if somebody's rolling the dice here, and it might be Black Moon Lilith going after her own damn happiness, her own damn Nine of Cups. Okay, that is wish fulfillment there, but it does require that we say goodbye to something we once loved very, very much. And we saw that in the, yep. See, I'm not making this shit up. Not just here for my own amusement. Okay. Let's see where the sun is today, by the way, with our Aries energy up a crystal gazer. And we saw the Knight of Cups looking into his scrying bowl, becoming able to open up, to have a whole, why can't I read today? Becoming able to open up, to have a more subtle, visionary concentration of attention. There we go, focused. All right. We do know that this Aries eclipse here is causing, okay, I got to peek, causing some kind of that's a wrap, closing a big relationship cycle of what would not balance despite our best efforts. We might be giving this message today. There's that rainbow of the Jupiter energy. Oh my gosh. No consequence that I found the New York Times information of the largest single day demonstration, the Women's March in U.S. history, largest single day demonstration. And look where Jupiter is right now. A woman suffragist haranguing. Confident in our own sense of self, we can be open to persuasion. We only, argue or react. And look at that. I forgot there was dice on this Jupiter card energy. There's the fours of 44. The sun, when I wrote down those energetics, was at 8 degrees, 4 minutes, and I wrote down 444. And there's a rainbow here too as well. This is about participation, this theme all the way through 20. That's really cool. Okay. So we might be delivering this message feeling pretty good, victorious over confusion. There's a decision we've decided on, and we might even be quite shocked at our own self that we're finally doing this. Okay, finally doing this. Don't forget to include the appreciation part, you guys. Oh, we already did our shuffling. So we're going to go ahead and split our deck. Let's see where we go. Extra, read all about it. Okay, that's how the song starts out. There's our fixed Leo energy, King of Wands in the environment. Page of Wands, throwing caution to the wind. This is a birth. This is something we've been sitting on for quite a while. Okay. She's already pregnant. She's not getting unpregnant. Seed has already been planted. And we see that Ace of Cups here. We talked the other night about how once these living creatures outgrow, wasn't that the reading about, does this cup make my butt look big? I forget what day that was, but it's the growing pains, right? Continuing to sit in a cup that we've outgrown. And it's like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. And meanwhile, we're hanging out over the edges, and we might have a permanent circle on our bum here if we don't get up and out of it on our own accord. It might leave a mark. Okay. Oh, this is definitely walking away from something of change with that 5 here. And the situation is, and this is in the environmental energy, something you want to throw caution to the wind about. And it's like, I really want to go here. That passionate orange sacral chakra energy is really coming through of the fire of Aries. Okay, the opportunity here is to give birth to this new passion project, but it does require, if we've outgrown something old, us taking action there to create that space, because we need a bigger cup. And there's our whiskey lullaby energy at the heart of the environmental energy. Again, that 5 of cups, it makes us very sad to say goodbye to whatever this ending or culmination or that's a wrap is. But what we don't see is that there's help available. We don't want to get in the mindset of lack, especially when we have all this fire. And I'm hearing is it Bon Jovi? Never say goodbye. Hold. Okay, I don't know why I don't think that's ever floated in before, but there it be. Okay, in the near future, in this environmental energy, this is what's going to be fueling our reading over here. The 2 of Pentacles, there's our rabbit of that lucky Jupiter energy. There's the Pisces, been dancing around this lesson of if I'm supposed to become whatever I idealize and I'm playing hot foot or keeping myself too busy, so busy that I've lost focus on what my passion is. There's that something in the orange has been the block. Something in the orange telling me you're never coming home. This, again, is in the environmental energy. They could be feeling that about you. What spirit wants them to know or you to know about this environmental energy. There's our King of Cups that would normally be sitting, King of Pentacles that would normally be sitting in that 10 of Pentacles energy as the head of the family. The 10 of Pentacles does encompass that 10 of Cups, or that everybody kind of doing that progressive dinner. And there's, I'll get a left ear beepy, a new leap of faith here. The energetics are changing from water into a more secure action forward. She's walking, right? And, she's walking here, letting sleeping giants lie, even if it's painful for them. We got to prioritize our own happiness. Okay. Yeah. This is something that has needed to be released with this 10 of Swords, walking away from some kind of betrayal, even, or in the environmental energy. It just wouldn't jibe. It just wouldn't meld. Okay. It wouldn't even out. And then when we get out of that old cup, that made her butt look big because it was too small for quite a while. And the passion was turned down here, right? In the block position. Something in the orange has been telling you in the environment. You may have not known what it is. Again, with that bull energy, Beyonce vibes on the left-hand side of the chart. And even though that's east, that's called the Eastern Hemisphere on the left side of your chart. And when that is energetically heavy, we do have a sense of feeling that something's missing and we need to seek new balance, and playing out right there. Yep. There's a balanced partnership that aligns with the head and the heart. This is a complete role reversal. Maybe you didn't see the energy around you ever changing or being in a place where you could have a new beginning because you're like, things just have not been energetically giving me this opportunity. Well, it's coming. There's that community energy again. Everybody do their share. What y'all bringing to the progressive dinner? Let me get it out on the table here. See what's a happening in y'all's energy. Okay. So we have here the 8 of Pentacles. Again, we got this little assembly line happening here. So there's my call on the progressive dinner. Everybody's bringing something different. There's the elder energy there of the elk showing up. Situation is the Hanged Man. 2019 is the year of that song, and that was that 12, the Hanged Man energy. Okay. And you're like, no more. There's our judgment call coming through again, this choice energy of talking about here, moving from land, forward action, walking from water and into land, more stable ground. Okay, that's more stability here. And there's we got a king and queen of wands on the board. This is you getting your confidence here of this emperor energy, like I was talking about. Well, somebody's feeling better. So when we feel better, it's easier to make this choice. It feels like a complete 180. It's totally different. This is her own reflection. She's lives in the water, and she has to make a choice if she's going to actually put the action forward to go after this castle energy. There. Man, I mean, judgment, 180, judgment, choice. Are we going to just sit and watch and wait? 2 and 2 energy here. So the 2 of Pentacles, the hot foot, back and forth. And now this is the action. What are you going to do when it comes for you? Are we going to sit here and watch this and just cross our fingers it doesn't blow? Opportunity here is to end this cycle. Whether we want to start one again of that same energy. Feels like there's a shift here, guys. Yep. Okay, in the block, 7 of Swords. So that can be walking away from the lessons. In this deck, the 7 of Swords energy is more the light than the shadow aspect, because we see these merdudes here opening up the treasure box full of swords. They don't even know what a sword is. But instead of them taking everything, right, they only take one for each of them. They take the information needed to start on this new pathway. Okay. There's a way out. And in the past, we haven't taken that way out. Okay. Maybe we didn't have the confidence yet to, but the fire energy, that's Aries and Scorpio energy, Black Moon, Lilith, and the solar eclipse. We're already feeling the energetics, the vibrations of that. What does Spirit want us to know? The wheel, today's energy, and I put spokes of fixed energy. Yeah. Wow. So Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. It's time to get rolling. It's time to get our move on. Lest we go, it's fine. Okay, is it? Or are we going to grab just one more gold pail, right? She had all these in her possession, and then she's like, I can just grab one more. And then boom, I can stay just a little bit longer. This isn't that bad. Okay, so we've gone from a situation of kind of being stuck in the hanged man, energy, seeing this 180 flip, this opportunity for judgment call and change to do something different, make a different choice. This is a repeated lesson over and over again. That is that north-south node in Aries and Libra choice that we were supposed to have made by January 11th. Okay, I'm going to have to pull farther on this. So this leap of faith here, we might be afraid. This is fear to make this choice. But the Wheel of Fortune's here, guys. Spirit wants you to know this is how you turn the energy in your favor. Your decision, your action. Where am I going next? Based on where I've been. And again, there's this kind of that I was seeing here in the 7 of Swords. And I do look at the X's of my 9-card spread here. Those are like energies that go like this for me. Okay. These cards, the ends that bookend, are like a swirling energies. that way. So little one-on-one of Angie's brain here today. Those are bookending here and here. Can also look at it in columns of past, present, future. I want you guys to really develop and help you develop your own sense of sovereignty, your own sense of capable decision making, and not having this fear of something new just because we are unsure. It feels like if we make the judgment call to not do anything about this smoking volcano, we're going to get caught up in the cycle again. And we want to roll the dice here. This is the roll the dice energy of the Wheel of Fortune. In the Light Seers deck, she's standing on a casino chip on one leg. This is teetering on the brink. What for whoever this reading is for, you're feeling part of a community. You are feeling like you are doing your share. Okay, feeling pretty good, Nina Simone. I was getting that earlier this morning as well. You know how I feel. And I'm feeling good after after some kind of, you got to, in order to feel good and feel that 180, there was some kind of not feeling so great because we were holding on to the pain. We were holding onto all seven swords instead of only taking what was needed, which was the lesson. We got to transmute the pain and only take the lessons of that, taking the wisdom. Good morning. Okay. Wow. This is major. Look at the major arcana we have hurling through the midsection here, and in the opportunity book ending the fear of making this judgment call. I mean, the energy is coming back for a reason. Our soul decides that these are the challenges that help us with forward movement. Okay. And is it Miliki? Did I say that right? My eyesight's not so great, especially in the morning. But good morning to you and welcome. Okay, wow. I want to see where this new trine of energy here. Three of Pentacles, that would be taking a wobbly two-legged, bench, adding a third leg so that you can create a more stable foundation here in the outcome. If we can get past this fear. Yep, there's the independence or fearing of starting over, starting alone. Okay, but you're not alone. You are absolutely not alone. You got a community behind you supporting you. Whatever this judgment call is, could even have to do with family. This is, energy from the past coming into the present to affect our future. It's my minor arcana of the Lover's energy. So this is most definitely involving a person here for me that we've been afraid about a change with. There's our Ace of Pentacles coming back. This new start, this new stability guides leads to more time, energy, money, resources, love. It's all of the suits inside of the pentacles, inside of this treasure chest, as well as wisdom. Okay, and that is also Queen of Cups energy here with her pearl crown, is the master at meditation and listening to her intuition because she's learned to fill her own cup first. Yeah, 99 problems, but what ain't one? Okay, what are we sitting down here? So the choice is yours. Either independence, wealth, autonomy, stature. I mean, you got a freaking hot tub in the woods. Who has that? Or we can repeat the same cycle again, expecting a different result, staying exhausted. This is a 24-hour, 7 days a week job. Gotta keep those fires burning. Okay. And look, the volcano's blowing. What you gonna do when it blows for you? I'm ornery. Okay, it is way too early for all that orneriness. Okay, let's see what's happening here. This is definitely a pattern we repeated with this past person. And again, fearing, it's just a fear of being single. It's like staying here and being miserable is less scary and feeling stuck. And we want to roll that dice, but this is a lot of fear here of choice, 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 chance, opportunity to roll the dice, make a new decision. And we're fearing this single energy. I mean, this is a pillar of the society. This is like she's normally holding a falcon um, on the traditional decks. This is someone in the community that is admired. And we are also looking at this is pre Queen of Pentacles. And the chance here is to get to King of Pentacles energy that's trying to be presented to whoever this reading is for. And then we hit that Empress energy. There is treasure to be had in a new stability, guys. I don't feel like there should be fear here. Let me pull some emotions. What may be blocking us? Let's do Aries through Pisces to get some more information here, possibly Aries through Pisces to see what's the holdup here or what's the fear? Why are we hanging on? Why are we taking all of the swords? We've got the wisdom gained and hanging on to the pain. Man. Okay, let's see. Oh, you missed a lot, Kath. This has been this is a whole hassle. Someone's feeling better. Okay. So Aries and can use this as environmental energy too, because we have that eclipse happening tomorrow morning. The expectation. Is it easier to make a request or ask for what you desire? Expectation, we talk about it all the time, that slows down the manifestation that we have been desiring when we expect it to come a certain way at a certain time or from a certain person. We kind of poo poo on that energy. We just slow it down. Okay, we've got to put our order in and then go about our business taking action towards the feelings that we want to achieve. Okay, so that's for everyone with that Aries energy. All right, moving into Taurus. Suspicious. Did we create a false narrative in our mind? Are we hoping to find something negative about a situation? Save ourselves some time and just ask. What about for Gemini? Judgment here for Gemini with the two sides. Judgmental, it displays a lack of self-love when we judge others. Their story is unique and so is yours. Embrace the differences and see the value in others. So again, with this block, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fixed energy of that Aquarius in that wheel, right? Holding on to the pain or holding on to, well, this person did that. And, okay, well, keep on swallowing that resentment and expecting the other person to die of that poison. Again, that's a choice. Cancer. Inadequate. Someone in your past made you feel inadequate. It was their own insecurities put upon you. Why are we still listening to that voice? Okay, again, pointing out Gemini lovers energy here right in the center, especially with that In reverse there, that's holding on to the pain. What about for Leo energies or the Leo portion of our chart? Disapproval. Everyone is free to experience this life the way that they want to. You may disapprove, but ultimately it may not be your decision. Is there a compromising situation if safety is a concern? Fire down below. Okay. How about for Virgo? Hesitant. You're being driven by fear. That is the South Node energy where it's sitting right now. And we're asked with that South Node in Virgo to not let our past hold us back. We have the energy of 28, the Sabian lesson of 28 Virgo, which is honing the will to exceptional levels, knowing you're going to be just freaking fine. You know, this, whatever this is from the past, this here, woof. I mean, that's a lot of damn work. Where's you in all this? Okay, you is being blocked from our own fear of creating this new stability, this new beginning. This opportunity is huge, guys. I would hate for you to pass it by if this reading is for you. Um, so back to Virgo, we're being driven by fear, not allowing ourselves to move forward. Find out the reasons why. Fear of change, fear of rejection, experience everything. Learn and build the best version of yourself. I feel like this is an important anchor in this reading because when we were looking at that dial and all that energy hurtling towards the Eastern Hemisphere on the west side of your chart, the South Node of Virgo is on the other side of that, right? We're kind of being dragged toward this again with that judgment energy here. Two of Wands. Spirit wants you to decide for yourself, but it really is a turn of fortune. It's way better than you even expect it to. Okay. I feel like that's for everyone. Now, what about moving into the Libra portion of your chart? Ignored. Were you truly ignored, or do you feel you weren't given the amount of attention that you hoped for or expected? We saw that Queen of Swords at the beginning of the read and the pre-shuffle energy. What about for Scorpio? Black Moon Lilith. Critical. That critical voice in your head is not your true self. It's experiences of the past, what I say, that have not been released. You have control over today. Well, somebody's feeling better. You know you have control over just for the day. If it helps to break it down and stop that anxiety, getting in that anxiety rocking chair that's fun to do but gets us nowhere. Okay, just worry about the day. What about in the Sagittarius portion of our chart? Skeptical. You don't have enough facts to feel good about the situation. Spend more time learning and understanding the situation in order to feel sure about it. So we can use all of these pieces wherever those energies are sitting in your chart. What about for Capricorn? Insecure. It's okay to celebrate others' successes, beauty, and imperfections because we have no idea what they struggle with too. All right, moving into, so Capricorn energy, this would be the graduation moving into the Queen of Pentacles, and the energetics is given us King of Pentacles with this turn of fortune if we make a different decision. If. Ooh, left ear squeezy. Okay, Aquarius, anxious. So these are all the blocks that might be keeping us from feeling better or becoming what we idealize. Anxious, you anticipate something that may or may not happen. It's overriding your thoughts, leading to physical symptoms of rapid heart rate and breathing. Feel your pulse, bring it down to a natural, slow rhythm. There's a reason yesterday I probably said 5 times of even if we just listen to our own inflating or feel our belly inflating and deflating for 1 minute, that has a major effect on our body. It's a little miniature instant reset. Pisces, where all the energy is flooding, resentful. Such a heavy emotion carried upon you daily. What I say about resentment, it's about expecting, you know, swallowing poison, the poison of resentment, and expecting the other person to die. That's not, it only affects our own energy. They could totally be like, la, 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 I have no idea what you're talking about. And here we're harboring and carrying the pain and resentment around. It's in the block. We're just supposed to take the lesson from it. We need to make it not so personal, even if it was personal. Okay. It's such a heavy emotion and it eats at our thoughts and the positive emotions that we want to feel. Bam. Okay, let's let that ish go, guys. Let's let it go. Let's get you some advice. Oh my gosh, Liz is so freaking strong. You guys know how much that woman has been through in her life. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, both of us have been like, it's like, you know what? You just keep coming up swinging. There's our 10, our wheel of fortune, the fates energy. It's a 49 or a 13 of that death and rebirth, Scorpio, black moon, and Lilith. That's where we're going. It's in my right hand. Left hand, what spirit wants you to know, there's that wheel energy again. 8 of balance. This is what's going to bring us back into balance, because everything on that left side of the sky is making us feel like something is missing. So that's why we are seeking this balance. And Spirit is saying we've got to spin the wheel and take a new chance and do something differently. If we do what we've always done, then we're going to get what we've always got. Or this 9 of Pentacles here, that is bookending the fear. It's just fear. How many scary things do you think we've had to, face in our lives? We've all faced those fears. Okay. Aw, we love you too. Thank you. We love you too so much. I'm going to leave that here, because getting back to integrity, getting back to what we want to do, how we want to feel stable. So let's have a look at what the Shaman's Dream Oracle, our advice for today, is going to be. And I'm going to let you go, and we will see you at 3:00. Let's see. Make sure to put that link in the chat box. I'm sure you already did. Okay. Lost compass. I mean, can't make it up. When the lost compass appears, it is a sign that we need to find our way back home, back to our source and center, relying on our intuition to arrive there. Be wary of the signs telling you to turn here or there, or to avoid this or that person or situation, because the outward indicators are not reliable right now. Be careful not to believe all the advice that everyone is telling you. Rely instead on your innate sense of direction and guidance. Staying focused on the inside of that Knight of Cups, staying focused on listening to the signs and synchronicities, rather than 500 people telling you one way and 500 people telling you another way. Use your honing instinct to lead you to your truth. The lost compass has come to show you that you need to find new counselors. You're not getting the mentoring you need for your success. Who is that person you're looking up to as a model for what it means to be a woman or a man? Trash that ideal. Tear up the picture you carry in your mind. You're meant to be you, not the best copy of our dearest friend. Make this the mantra: love me or leave me. The lost compass is a blessing in disguise because you sometimes have to lose your bearings and find yourself afresh to discover a new course. True North Node in Pisces never changes. So reset your way to your heart's compass and trust your deepest feelings, even when others do not support them. Remember that you are not lost. You're simply not knowing where you're going just right now. Lost is only a state of mind, it's only the fear. Not knowing where you are going is an opportunity to find a way to a new path. This leads you out of here, right? In reverse, that's taken all the swords. We're still holding on to 4 swords, the 4 of the day. And we are supposed to leave that behind. We're supposed to transmute that knowledge if it was hurtful and only take what is needed. Okay. We don't need those extra swords. It's time to set those down. That is what is fueling this fear here, guys. And because I think, didn't you get the fates last night for when we pulled personal cards? And there's this little Tinkerbell here and the energy. I don't know if that's purposeful, but again, that's we talked about scrying in the clouds yesterday morning. That's scrying. And I see a Tinkerbell. I see a what you call it here, a feather. I think this came up in Liz's charm cast yesterday in the pick a card. And the runes, is that the one that had the runes? I can't really tell. Now, this is where Liz would be better at letting us know what each of these symbols are. Maybe I'll send her a picture and we can hear about it this afternoon or sometime next week in another one. But guys, this is a fated moment in time indeed, coming in twice from spirit there. The writing's been on the wall. Look at that, herald of change. Yup. Ready for this new 3 right here, this new stability. You're not alone, even if it feels like it, okay? For one, we've got an amazing tribe of support right up in her. This opportunity is here. The time is now, and it's our choice of letting a sleeping giant lay, leaving the pain, taking our releasing and letting go of that, because balance is right around the corner from that. It's not going to take as long as you think. Seeking that whatever's out of balance, use this bull energy in the sky. It's about being focused. It's an energy of strong-willed independence, awareness, persistence, determination. Okay, get your groove on. It's a change of scenery. It's a change of role for you, but it's a role that is lacking the burden. Okay, whatever this was, who wants to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at something that's so arduous? This is exhausting when you could be doing this. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, there went my glasses. We did see this energy, what was coming to a close last night. No mo. Okay. Moving out of that victimhood energy. Okay. Well, they were a liar. They stole from me. They thought they were getting away with blah, 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 blah. Yes. But if you know that, what's the other side of that lemniscate? Our own accountability for knowing that and bitching about it instead of putting up a boundary and saying no more. That's it. People show us who they are, and we must believe them and not who we wish the situation or the person to be. I know. I know. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being with me here this morning live. It delights me to no end. You have no idea how much it makes me happy to see you all here and popping in and joining in co creating the messages for today. Thank you so much for your positive light and love. I know you definitely fill my cup of love, and my encouragement today is to be done with their workday before that void of course hits. And even though it's just a little bit of time, I want you to be focused on your ish, making moves in silence, working out, sleeping in, and taking vitamins. Let's get on it. Love you guys. I will talk to you later today. See you soon. Bye bye for now.